Saturday, platter day. It's Saturday night and we're having a platter for dinner. Why? Because we don't fucking cook on Saturday nights. We only ever eat a platter. And tonight, we're using this platter. It's my Daisy picnic to-go platter with a lid and a little container for the dip, separate. Whenever I use this platter, people always ask me where I got it. The answer is my sister, Feliz, lived in Indonesia for a long time, and I loved platters, right? And when she lived in Indonesia, she lived there for about 9 years. I was obsessed with platters, even back then, and she bought me this platter from Indonesia. So I completely love it, and I'm going on a picnic tomorrow with the kids, and I'm going to take this platter. So whatever's left, I'm just going to top it up. It's just me and the kids. So it's a platter to go, hence us eating out of this platter. We can just whack it in the fridge, whatever we don't eat tomorrow, I can then top up and take to the picnic. That's the plan, Stan. So we're starting with the cucumber as always. The kids won't have a platter tonight for dinner. They're going to have leftover pizza, which is from last night's dinner. So they'll have that for dinner tonight, and then tomorrow lunch they'll have this. So they don't have platter. I can handle platter. Whereas the kids will give them a bit more of a variety. Now, as always, I like to talk about, things that have been in my TikTok feed this week, or maybe the last 2 weeks, because last week I talked about something different. So let's get started. I think the first thing is the TikToks about how British people wash their dishes. And it might even be New Zealand, British, and some Australian people. I don't think Americans do this. And that is, you get the dish, you wash the dish in the soapy water in the sink, and British people just put it soapy on the drying rack to just let the soap dry off. Whereas Aussie people, maybe, and Americans, rinse the dish. Like you soap, you rinse, you stack it, right, to dry. British people soap it and then stack it to just let the soap run off. And there's all these TikToks about how people are horrified that, it's all soapy water and they just let it run off like that. And they just think it's completely normal. And I think it might be a double sink, single sink problem. If you've only got a single sink, it's quite hard to soap and then rinse. But the water would get all dirty. So they're soaping. Anyway, I think it's funny because when you see the TikTok, it's that, brother, with people washing in the soapy, dirty water. Don't worry about it. So yeah, all the videos I talk about, I do repost them. So you can see them when you go to my profile, you'll have all my posts, and then in the next little tab, you'll see there the videos I repost, which are things I talk about. I'm just doing strawberries. So I've got 8 sections here, so there's going to be 8 things. What are the 8 things? Well, you'll have to stick around to find out. Fruit, vegetables, antipasto stuff, cheese, crackers, maybe cold meats, whatever I feel like, because I'm limited now to only 8 things, unless I squash 2 things in one section. We'll just have to see as we go. I just make it up as we go. All right, we'll just keep with the strawberries. I got all this stuff fresh from the fruit shop today. And everything's washed, by the way. You don't see me wash it, but I do wash it. All right, the next thing is, I don't know if you're going to know what I'm talking about, celebrity number 6. Do you know about celebrity number 6? It was like this Reddit thing where, when I first joined TikTok, I saw that there was this big mystery about celebrity number 6, which is this big photograph with all these faces and everyone trying to figure out who the faces were. And they could figure out everybody except celebrity number 6. And it's been like a 4-year hunt to figure out who is that lady, who is celebrity number 6. And apparently this week they figured it out. Some person, I've forgotten their name, figured it out. And was it some Italian model or Spanish model? I'm not sure. Her name is Leticia Sarda? I'm not sure. Anyway, she's found out that everyone was trying to find the image. She's come out with a picture of the image that is in the image, and she's been confirmed as celebrity number 6. It's been this giant mystery. Lots of people have spent hours and hours and hours trying to solve it. Now it's been solved. So there you go. If you didn't know that, you know it now. These are just for us, so just doing it quickly. The grapes. Okay. There was this other TikTok. Now, where this guy saw that you can get something called an adult birthday box. It's nothing rude. And it's a box that has like a cake, chicken wings, hot chips, creamy pasta, fruit, chocolate, things that you want to indulge in on your birthday. You may or may not know, I'm a big fan of the birthday. I have an annual Fidane birthday extravaganza every year where I just, go all out on my birthday. One year I just spent $20,000 on myself. Yeah, it's a thing. Oh, puppy wants to go out. Let me just let out the puppy. Yeah, so birthday, right? So this guy posts about this adult, he said semi-dry tomatoes, this birthday box he's discovered that they do. And he's like, this would be the best thing ever. And people in the comments are like, this is a great business idea, which I happen to agree with. Imagine that, you just get that delivered on your birthday. You don't have to make anything, and it just comes to you with all your favourite foods. Like a platter birthday, imagine that. Platter on your birthday with all your favourite things. Delicious. These are just sliced olives. All right, next we've got the cold meats. I've got this salami and some mild chorizo. Chorizo, I think that's how to say it. Okay, another thing. This woman posted, like the washing up thing, it's a bit strange. This woman posted about how she thinks it's weird not to share deodorant. She shares deodorant with her kids, and she talks about like roll-on deodorant, like stick deodorant. She shares it with her adult children because she doesn't want to buy everyone their own stick, which I thought was a bit strange. And she's like, am I the weird one? My husband thinks it's weird. And I'm like, yeah, you're the weird one. Everyone should have their own deodorant. Some things you don't share, right? And I think that's toothbrush, deodorant's one of them, razor's probably another one, hairbrush is borderline. Deodorant, yeah, you don't share deodorant. May as well add this one as well. This is mild Hungarian. The more salami, the better. Beautiful. And I've got these, did I drain these already? I did, these gherkins. Now, one interesting TikTok was this guy. 1 minute. All right, we've got some fig and black olive crackers. And then we've got one more section, which is going to be the cheese. Now, so yeah, I think that's, you tell me what you think. Sharing deodorant? Nah, not a thing. We're going to use this Mercy Valley cheese. And the last thing I'll talk about, the last TikTok, is the worst song lyrics. Apparently there's been a list of the worst song lyrics of all time. And you know what came in number one? And it's funny because I think this is pretty shitty song lyrics, but I happen to think it's quirky and funny. You know that Desiree song? She had two songs. She had that, you gotta be something, you gotta be this, you gotta be wiser, you gotta be fun, you gotta be stronger. You know that one? That Desiree woman. So she had two hits. She had that one, that I know of anyway. And then she had that Life song. Life, oh life, whatever. Can't sing. Don't pretend to sing. Anyway, in that Life song, she has this lyric that goes, rather have a piece of toast, watch the evening news, life, oh life. And that was voted the worst song lyric of all time, which is pretty funny, right? Because it is a pretty stupid song lyric. I think another stupid song lyric that comes to mind is Shakira's, when she talks about that very first hit she had, and she's like, when she's referring to her boobs, and she says something like, lumps as mountains or something. How does it go? I can't remember. Something like, no, I can't remember what it is. Anyway, that was a dumb song lyric as well. It's going to annoy me now. Anyway, I'll have to look it up. Adding the cheese. How am I going for time? A little bit left. I do have some hummus for the dip, so I'll add that. A little bit more cheese. As I said, I can top this up tomorrow with the leftover stuff or add something different. So I do have dolmades, which haven't made the cut. So the marinated dolmades haven't made the cut for this platter. Don't worry about it. All right, we've got the hummus. Where's the hummus? Hummus. So I'm going to get a spoon it in there, and then marinate it. Okay, I put the hummus there. We just do a sprinkle of paprika. It might be smoked paprika. No, it's not. It's ground. Dash of cypress olive oil. And I think the platter is done, bitches. Let me give you a closer look. That's Mummy's Turkish knife. Don't touch that, Streaky. Look at this cat. Okay, here's the platter. Platter is done. Delicious. Streaky. Stupid cat. Okay, there's the platter. We've got a little bit of time on the video, so let's go choose a bottle of red wine. All right, here's the rack. Let's go random. Green, red, gold, white. Let's go with this one. Cab Sav, Pepper Tree, 2014.